Hey, y'all. Okay, we are back. And we're going to be finishing our project we started the other day. Actually, let's switch it. Let's get all happy-go-lucky today. Okay. Hi, I'm Jessica with Twisted Take Crafts. Happy Memorial Day. Let's get this out. Starting another project at the same time. Let's hope, let's hope. Let's see my little lovely. And okay. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Groups. Backslash. It'd help if I'd spell right? Okay, there we go. Did a link in there that is for my VIP group, and I still have a special going on today for the holiday, so you can definitely check that out if you haven't already joined. It's a free group. I post deals and stills in there when things are going on, so that way you can check them out. Of course, supporting small businesses is ultimate right now. Okay. Excuse the mess over in this area. We're still finishing the she shed. Or we haven't worked on it since COVID started, which I should dedicate more time to it, but I'm really just trying to maintain sanity right now. So. Case, can you twist the camera a little bit this way? Oh, you got a cup?
Yeah.
It's a really cool cup.
It was expensive though.
Oh, okay.
It was like $23 almost.
Can you just twist it a little this way? No, not the stand, just the light. And careful, the green is barely...
Ooh.
Okay, let me see. Wait, there's like a delay. Just a tiny delay.
Mom.
Wow, that delay is like severe.
Mom, we almost got one. Mom.
Oh, there we go. That's way better.
Mom. We almost got one that was pink up here, like silver color right here, and then like green.
Oh, that would have been pretty.
No,
like a mermaid
it's
style.
Not that pretty.
Okay. All right. Love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
Dad's like, Mom's gonna be so mad.
Yeah, that I didn't get one. Okay. So, I'm going to get this out. So, this is, this transfer right now, they should be back in stock. I think mid-June is the estimated time frame. But it's fabulous. Look at all these different words. And then you can totally like cut these apart and use them in all different ways, shapes. I mean, you have like the stars. It's just like perfect. You can definitely use it to do layering, like if you wanted stars with the free, brave, etc. Use the stripes in all different ways with different words, and of course you can use these with any other of those transfers. But this is like a perfect with all different fonts transfer. You know, like I love the summer. I don't know if you've ever catched any of my other videos that I have had, but my nickname for, I'm a Girl Scout troop leader, my nickname is Flip Flop, because if I can wear flip flops anytime, I can't, like with Girl Scouts a lot of times in the wilderness, but if I can wear flip flops anytime, I definitely do, or any type of like slip on shoe. They just like make you feel more comfortable, you know, things like that. So my nickname is Flip Flop for Girl Scouts, and so like I've always been, you know, kind of like loved water, the beach, things like that. And so, summer also goes hand in hand during, you know, the 3 holidays, the trifecta of patriotic holidays. Just like brightens your whole life and day and everything. So let me see. I'm not getting the comments. Oh, there we go. So if you are joining me, please, 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 sprinkle the love and share my business with other friends, family members, etc., whatever you have. So what we did was on this piece, if you didn't catch my video or if you're new to my page, we basically took Chalkology paste, different colors, and we did a layering effect. And we used a handy dandy, just a regular old household tool spatula for doing mudding and tape for your walls. And you basically take a little bit of paste and you just apply it, and then with the different dips and valleys of the wood, it kind of gives it a different effect. So you can go all the way across, you can just do little parts and pieces, and then you dry each layer, and then you just keep layering, and keep layering until you find your happy product. And so that's what we've done. And so now I've let this cure and dry for a couple of days, and we're back now to finish it. So I still have to go back and do the edges, but I wanted to sand this down a little bit first, and then we're gonna finish it up. So by sanding it down a little bit, yes, because it's chalk paste, it's gonna have this like dust, which is fine, but it's gonna smooth it out enough for when you put your transfer down that it's gonna be perfect, because you're gonna sand it down, then you're gonna put the finishing wax on top. It's just a clear finishing wax, and then when you go to place the transfer on, it's just gonna come right off, and then that way you won't stretch out your transfer or anything like that. So I'm just touching on the high parts, that when you were using the spatula, like sometimes, you know, when you're mudding and tape, on the edges, they kind of get a little goopy, and so there was a little bit of high edges, so that's what I'm just getting off here. Again, and when you're using this technique with the spatula, you don't have to go all the same direction. I did, because that's how I wanted my project, but you can go up and down, sideways, you can go diagonal, however you want your project to look. But the overall look of the idea of the piece was, when you look at old wooden boats, after they've been painted so many times, some of their paint starts to chip away, and so it kind of gives it that look. Okay. I'm gonna carefully. I know once I turn the hairdryer on in a little bit, it's just gonna whoo. Let's do this. Okay. Hi, Anna. Okay, so it's very smooth now, but since I sanded it down, it's not as shiny, but when I put the wax on it, it'll kind of bring it back to life a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do the edges, and then I'm going to paint the stars. Then we're going to dry them. And I'm going to actually, I didn't paint the back of the board, but I am going to paint the back of the stars. Just because sometimes when they're dangling, sometimes they do twist around. It just depends. But the board itself, actually I might just paint it whatever I paint the sides. That way it's just covered. So let's just do that real fast. We're just gonna get a paintbrush. So how is your Memorial Day shaping up? Did you have to work? Did you have the day off? Do you have good weather where you are or not? Here it's gloomy and it was raining this morning. So definitely not my kind of weather. I'm not a girl that likes it real hot, but I definitely like a girl that likes sunshine. So, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the entire back and sides red. Since a lot of my edges are red. So that's what we're going to do. And I think I'm just going to use the lid. Since after So again, we're just going to paint the edges real fast. I didn't sand the edges when I was sanding. Okay. That's an upgrade that the She Shed needs. She Shed needs music. Definitely. Your living, it doesn't like music. Thinks you're, you know, copyright infringements, whatever. But are you barbecuing? I mean, I know it's like bad weather, but some people have undercover barbecues or they just do it anyways, even in the rain. We went to some friends yesterday and they barbecued, which was awesome. And it was nice seeing them. Well, they're like family friends. Kenny grew up with them, so it was like awesome to see them. Since we never get to see them. So again, we are just painting the back just so that way it just looks like a finished product and not kind of slapped together on the front. And I'm just using the Chalkology paste. You could use acrylic paste if you want, but since I already started with the paste and I'm already using these colors, I'm just going with what I've already started with, so I don't have a different color red on the back. Use this hand because it has the glove. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of water now. So I got a little on there and it's a little thick. Since it's paste, I can use a little bit of water to help smooth it out. Because it's not, this side isn't really for show, so it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to thin that paste out to get this covered. So again, if you're tuning in, make sure you sprinkle the love. If you are not already a part of my VIP group, you can join there for free. I do have a deal going on right now for the paste. If you're interested in that, you need to me the colors that you are interested in so I can get you the ultimate savings. If you just go to my Chalkology site, you're not going to get that deal. Because the Chalkatour is not running that deal. I personally am running that deal through my business. Okay, let's get these edges going. Let's see. Take a little water. I got a little on the front, so I want to make sure I... Perfect. Okay. A little bitter. All right. And we got, and of course, good thing I'm wearing the gloves. That's what the gloves are for. I mean, this paste, because we're not using the ink, we're using the paste, is washable. So, comes off real easy. Just, when you're trying to do multiple projects, it's easier to wear the gloves so you can just keep diving and not have to stop so often. So I didn't need to wear gloves, but it's easy. Because it does come right off. And I just touched the front. So we're going to finish this sign up, and then hopefully if I have enough time, I want to start my board for this project for an order that was placed using the same transfer that we're going to be using for this little sign. So, again, every small business is in dire need of anything that you can do to help. Well, even if you don't have funds to spend, you can, even just sharing or liking a picture on a business page, that can help a business anyway. So we're going to let this guy dry over there, out of our way. And we're going to wipe the wet off. That's why it's so important that the doors are not done yet. But they'll get done soon. Or I will make sure they will get done soon. That's the goal. Okay. So we need that for our thing. But I'm going to take a wipe out now. Put that over there. At the beginning of COVID, I decided, hey, I need to make my own disinfectant wipes since nobody had any to purchase. So I went to the dollar store and got these little towels. There's a whole bunch that come, they're like Barello towels. There's a whole bunch that come in the package at the dollar store. And I even got this container at the dollar store. You basically put the disinfectant solution at the bottom, which a lot of people were selling that, but they didn't have like wipes. And then I took these Barello towels and I cut a whole bunch of them up, and then I put them in the container so that way they stay moist, and they work just fine. Just fine. We're gonna put this over here so we have it. Okay, hands are clean. Hands are good. Hands are clean. And dry. Okay, now what color are we gonna do our stars? I think I'm going to do the stars white. But I'm going to be using... I'm going to be using that instead of my paste. All right. Yep. That way, when we go to chalk them, we can chalk them with colors. So, paintbrush. Perfect. Garbage. Garbage, garbage. And let's finish this paintbrush off real fast. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, we're good. Okay. So, I'm going to be painting these guys real fast. And this is just a multi-surface satin acrylic. It's the Martha Stewart Craft Edition. It's just white. Okay. So we're just going to paint this. We're going to paint all the fronts, and then we will, and the sides, and then we'll go back and we will dry real fast so we can flip it over and do the back. Anyone doing anything fun? Did they go camping? Did they go out of town? Did they do anything fun for Memorial Day weekend? I'm going to head to do the back. I didn't plan that. And if you like the lines to go a certain way when you're painting, then make sure that you continue that through your painting strokes. Some people go like all over the place, and so then in their finished product you can kind of see that sometimes. But again, if you use it, it just really depends on your brush. Some brushes don't show the lines too much, or if your paint is really thin, which this is not, it's really thick, you wouldn't see them very well, the lines. So again, I originally got this wood blank at Joann's, and I thought, hey, that's so cute, I want to do a project with that, so that's where we're at now. I know we had planned to do some yard duties today, or patio duties, I guess I should say, and that didn't shape out with the weather. So, you know, the weatherman always changes the plan on you, always. you think you're gonna be able to do something, you plan for it, and then that ain't happening. Okay, we are going to use, not the red, we're going to use the white to kind of stand this guy up, since I painted the back. Alright. Again, this acrylic is really thick. So it's really just kind of, when it's thinner, it's a little easier to maneuver. When it's thicker, it takes a little bit more time to make sure that it's not like really heavy in certain spots. I also have to make a couple of masks too. I haven't made masks in a while, but I have some people that requested them just to kind of have them in their arsenal for, you know, the stores that are still requesting for you to wear the mask, and or if this COVID comes back, then they also have them too, because then, you know, then they're washable and they don't have to worry about the disposable ones when they run out again. So I gotta make those today too. It's really important to know what kind of paint you're working with when you are doing projects. If they're water-based, oil-based, if it's chalk, or if it's acrylic, or anything like that, because sometimes things don't like to mix together. And or the cleanup. The cleanup can definitely change in a minute. Depending on what you have going on. Did I already get that edge? I gotta do this one, I know. I gotta rotate the fingers. Rotate the fingers. Is anyone watching any good shows or movies or anything? My daughter and I have been watching a lot of the series on Netflix. I feel like we've almost watched all of them, but they come out with them all the time, so it's like, okay, well, we'll start that one next. But God, we've seen so many, I don't even know right now. We watched Money Heist, we watched Ozark, we just finished the new one that just came out, Sweet Magnolias. What else have we watched? Riverdale just came back with another season, so that one we're in the middle of, but yeah.
Do we have vegetable oil?
Vegetable oil?
Yeah.
I have oil. What do you need it for?
I was gonna start making my brownies.
Is Dad gonna help you with that?
No. But that's
well, you have to learn how to follow the recipe.
Oh, I'm not dumb.
I didn't say you, but you can use the oil on the counter first.
Vegetable oil. No,
My
it
oil.
says vegetable oil.
No, we don't use vegetable oil in this house.
And what one do I use?
I have the one on the counter that you can use.
Wait, can I use? No, can I use the coconut one?
No, that won't come out right.
Oh.
So use the one that's on the counter up with whatever pours into your measure cup.
Okay.
And then there's another bottle I just bought yesterday on the shelf.
Okay. Oh, of oil, olive oil.
Yeah. Well, it's avocado oil, but same thing.
How come it says olive oil then?
No, olive oil is the one on the counter, but avocado oil is the one on the shelf. It's fine.
Which one's better?
It doesn't matter. Just use it.
I don't really. I'm just gonna use olive oil. Wait, olive oil's on the counter?
Okay, does it call for an egg, though?
Yes.
Okay, so you need to have Dad help you with the egg before he goes to sleep.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Dad told me you guys had eggs earlier. What's that?
Ah! You were gonna eat them. My hubby and I made eggs this morning, and she was still sleeping, and so we weren't gonna like wait for her or have them like, you know, sitting for them. So she was just, oh well, thanks for like not thinking of me, guys. Well, sorry, you were not awake. But you know, like you can't like make eggs and then they like keep, like sometimes they just like start to get cold, and then like if you're not eating warm eggs, they kind of, you know, I don't know. I don't like eggs that have been cooked that are cold. They have to be like still warm, or at least, you know, like when you're eating them for like that type of thing, not like obviously hard-boiled eggs, things like that. Those are cold. But oh, I did make yesterday a broccoli salad, which is not normally a salad that we tend to eat. This household we don't, because if I can get any veggies in them, like I'm like thankful. But I made this awesome broccoli salad yesterday, and the dressing's like only 3 ingredients. It was awesome. I tend to make more of my dressings than buy things at the store, because for some reason there's like an ingredient in it that we don't like, or you know, whatever. And so I made this yesterday, and I had tried making a broccoli salad before, but I didn't think that really small bites. It was like, you know, so you have to blanch it first. That's the key. And it was awesome. And I have leftovers, because you can keep it up to 2 days, even when you've already dressed it. I mean, you could always leave the dressing on the side, but we had prepared it for a party that we went to, or whatever, get together. Not a party, because it was not a party. It was just you know, us and some family friends, with social distancing, but yeah, we were still not in our regular place of home. For once. It looks like almost strawberry milk in the glass. That's funny. Okay. So there's that. So I'm just gonna try and get this off if I can. I'm not trying to like save the gloves, but I just want to make sure none of it's like liquefied, that if I touch something it's gonna damage the project. Okay, and I don't have any on this hand. That's one thing about painting, is you got to keep like your hands clean at all times. I feel like, oh, I need that back. Clean this. Okay. I know it's cardboard, but it'll dry. Okay. Hi, Auntie. Okay, so we are going to, I don't even think you guys can see. I am going to move this. I'm going to dry these real fast. Okay. I'll move it in a second. I'm just waiting for the cardboard to dry. Those guys are still drying over there. Okay, so we are going to grab our handy dandy finishing wax. And we're going to... I can't even see what you guys can see. Let's see. There we go. We got it back on. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So our back is dry and our sides are dry. This was chalk paste, so it dried really fast. It wasn't the acrylic paint that sometimes takes longer. And again, we sanded this after we did this part, so it's kind of dull now that I've sanded it, but it will come back to life when I put a little bit of the white. And we're going to continue to let our stars dry. So, finishing wax open, and this is the one I was using, yes. So you don't need a lot, because a lot goes a long way, because you're gonna like kind of wipe it back down a little bit, and you want to dry it. We just want to make sure that the transfer doesn't stick to the wood. So again, I did not use acrylic paste or anything on the patchwork look. I use the Chalkology paste. You can use whatever paint you have access to. I recommend more of a water-based solution if you have that. With my Chalkology paste just to kind of see what it would do. Because I had seen the technique done by a paint company, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, I want to try it. So I was like, oh, what can I use to do it? I mean, I could have used acrylic paste for sure, paint for sure, but I was like, let's just see if it works with the paste. So again, we're putting the finishing wax on it. We just wiped it on there. Put that over there. This can go over there, out of our way. Now we're going to dry again. I did do the edges. I did not do the back of waxing. We don't need the back waxed. If you were going to double side this sign, which you totally could, because you could double side your stars with something, or you could double side your sign, which it would have just been the red. You could. I'm not doing this for this particular project, but you could have done that so that way you could flip it when you have it out. Woo! Okay. So now I need to figure out what's the top. So I know the top is the one that has the 2 holes, not the 3 holes. The 3 holes are the top is this way, facing you guys. And now I can take these off for now until we get to our other side. If I can get my fat fingers out of here. Okay, perfect. So let's see. I only have 3 stars. And they're only so big. So Brave fits there. Or we could go Land of the Free. Let's see. I think I was hoping to do a layering effect. However, it is not, or I didn't realize that the Free was really thick letters. I thought they were more like the Brave, a little bit thinner. So I was going to go Home of the Brave, Land of the Free, but I'm not going to be able to fit all that on here. So I think we're going to go Home of the Brave on the sign. You obviously know I'm doing a live. You're just going to have to deal with it. I'm going to put Celebrate. Or I'll put Liberty on the stars. How about that? We're going to do Liberty. Okay, let's cut it up. Cut it up. So again, you can keep the transfer all together, or you can cut it apart so you can use it. And again, this particular transfer is not available. It's sold out at this current moment until middle of June, I want to say. So, it will be back on there, but it's a good one. So, for sure, if this one you are interested in, let me know. And once it's available, I can ping you and tell you, hey, it's back in stock. No sound. Oh, well, how do I fix? You need to come out here and fix that then. Let's see. Hopefully he'll come to the rescue since these are his electronics. Okay. I can't do anything about the reception, sorry. Ooh. Alright. So we're going to do the lettering on here white, but we're going to do the Liberty on here. I think I'm going to do the blue. I'm going to do the Liberty blue, which I think is a retired color. I do not think that they still have that. So don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is a retired color. So we're going to do the Brave in white, and then we're going to do the Home of on top after it dries in the light blue. Okay. He responded. Let's see. Can't, no reception is it. Alright. You may not hear me. I don't know. I may just be talking to nobody. So, let's see. So normally you want to fuzz your transfers up first. So we're just going to go like that. Okay. Oh my god, I almost did it upside down. Okay. I wish he would just come here. Great. Okay, I'm gonna fix the camera real fast. Bear with me. Hopefully the sound's back on. I don't know. Someone could tell me, that'd be great. I don't even know if it's working. Okay, I see something, but really delayed. If you can hear me, please tell me. I have no idea. This is why I don't deal with the technology. Let's see. All right. That's what we got so far. Okay. Done with the white. Actually, I might go black. I'm gonna do black. That's what we're gonna do. Let's look for black. Seriously? All right. Okay, we're gonna be right back.